How confident professionals speak in meetings. Imagine you're in a meeting and someone says, I think maybe we could try this, but I'm not sure. Now listen to this version. One option we could explore is this. Same idea, but one person sounds uncertain and the other sounds calm and confident. In this lesson, we'll look at how confident professionals communicate in meetings and the language they use to present ideas clearly and professionally. Meetings are one of the most important places where communication matters. It's where people share ideas, make decisions, solve problems, and build professional credibility. And often the difference between sounding confident and sounding unsure is not vocabulary. It's the structure of your sentences. Let's look at how confident professionals speak during meetings. Principle number 1, they speak clearly and directly. Confident professionals usually avoid phrases that weaken their message. For example, instead of saying, I think maybe we should try this, they say, one approach we could try is this. This message is still polite and collaborative, but it sounds clear and more confident. Clarity is one of the most important habits in professional communication. Principle 2, they introduce ideas professionally. When confident professionals want to contribute in a meeting, they often introduce their idea with structured language. For example, I'd like to suggest something, or one thing we might consider is, or here's another perspective. These phrases help organize the discussion and make your contributions feel intentional and professional. Principle 3, they avoid over-apologizing. A common habit many professionals develop in English is over-apologizing too much before speaking. You might hear phrases like, sorry, this might be a stupid idea. Or, sorry, can I say something? In most professional meetings, you don't need to apologize for sharing your thoughts. Instead, confident professionals say, I'd like to add something, or let me share an idea. Simple changes like this immediately improve how your message is received. Principle 4, they use calm, neutral language. Confident professionals usually avoid language that sounds emotional or dramatic. For example, instead of saying, this is a big problem, they might say, this is something we should address. Or instead of saying, that won't work, they say, that approach may be difficult to implement. This kind of calm language helps meetings stay productive and professional. Principle 5, they ask clear questions. Another way confident professionals communicate well in meetings is by asking clear questions. Instead of saying, I don't really understand, they might say, Could you clarify that point? Or could you explain how that would work? Clear questions show engagement and professionalism. Principle 6, they disagree respectfully. Disagreements is normal in meetings. Confident professionals know how to disagree without sounding confrontational. Instead of saying, "That's wrong," they might say, "I see your point, but another option could be," or "That's an interesting idea. Another perspective might be." This keeps the conversation collaborative. Principle 7, they summarize ideas clearly. Confident professionals often help move meetings forward by summarizing key points. For example, "So it sounds like we have two options," or "to summarize the main point." This kind of language shows leadership and organization. Even if you're not the meeting leader, summarize ideas helps the conversation stay focused. One more important thing to remember is that confident communication does not mean being aggressive or dominant. In fact, confident professionals usually sound calm, clear, respectful, thoughtful. The goal is not to control the conversation. The goal is to communicate ideas clearly and professionally. Small language changes can make a big difference in how your ideas are received. So, here are a few key habits confident professionals use in meetings. They speak clearly and directly. They introduce ideas with structured phrases like, "One option we could consider." They avoid over-apologizing for sharing ideas. They use calm, neutral language. And they ask clear questions when they need clarification. In closing, professional communication in meetings is a skill. And like any skill, it improves with practice. If you start using small language upgrades like these, you'll notice that your ideas sound clearer, calmer, and more confident. If you'd like more practical lessons like this, subscribe to the Executive English Coach. I'm Eric. Thanks for watching and see you in the next lesson.